The National Park of Jau is located in the Amazon rainforest in the state of the Amazon. It is situated to the right margin of the Blackwater River, the Rio Negro. Created in 1980 with the objective to protect the hydrology of the Rio Negro Basin, the park is located north of the city Manaus and village Novo Arel. The borders for Jau are defined by the Rio Carabinani to the south, Rio Jau to the north, and the Rio Negro to the east. Jau is the largest park of the Amazon state and the second largest park in Brazil, encompassing 2,272,000 hectares, equivalent in size to the country of Israel. Jau protects diverse fauna and flora biodiversity. Its importance for conserving the biodiversity was recognized by the UNESCO, who declared Jau a World Heritage Site for Humanity in the year 2000. In recent years, Jau has received attention for its governance. IBAMA, the Brazilian Institution for the Environment, is responsible for the park administration. They are in partnership with the FVA Foundation of Vitoria Amazonica, which assists in carrying out the park management. Natural disturbances that occur within the park are grass fires, tree blowdowns, and floods, which are all natural processes. However, the park is being disturbed by its inhabitants. The park was founded without a management plan that considers the existence of the current inhabitants that reside within the park territory. From the foundation of the park, it has been prohibited to live within the park, but in reality, during the past 23 years, there has been park inhabitants who have lived unaware to the park objectives of conserving biodiversity. 138 families live along the Unini River, and they fish it quite intensively. 41 families live along the Rio Jau, and 4 families live by the Carabinani River. This accumulates to a population of about 1,000 within the park. They participate in subsistence agriculture with hand-tilled crops and other basic living mechanisms such as fishing, hunting, and fruit gathering. They also collect rubber, timber, nuts, oil, resin, and gum. The park's biodiversity is still in a healthy state and has shown some resiliency to the harvestings of timber with regrowth. The situation with the inhabitants was given some attention in the park's management plan that was adopted in 1998. According to the FVA, the current management plan consists of 3 phases. Phase 1, protection, minimizing of impacts and integration with neighbors. Phase 2, research into protection of biodiversity. And they accommodate these researchers in a research hub. Phase 3, specific activities, integrating the inhabitants into a sustainable socio-ecological lifestyle. IBAMA had an institutional presence in the park, but had difficulty in management with only 4 staff employed to control the park. In 2004, the Amazon Region Protection Program, ARPA, was installed to support IBAMA. ARPA is working with the inhabitants in environmental awareness workshops where they are thinking and planning about future capacity of the park. Evaluation of a management plan set new tracks of research within the park. ARPA's assistance also led to the improved program of protection, which is very expensive and would not exist without the financial stakeholders. The ARPA program is composed of supporters, principally the KfW, WWF, GTZ, Fund Bio, and the World Wide Bank. Tourism is a principal permitted activity in the park. It is the primary form of integration between society and the National Park of Jau. Visitors can reach the National Park of Jau by means of an 8-hour canoe ride that parts from the town of Novo Arel, and travelers reach Novo Arel after a several-hour motorboat ride from the city of Manaus. All visitors must obtain a permit to enter the national park, and they enter under supervision of the tour guide or park ranger. The National Park of Jau is situated in a very remote area. From 2003, IBAMA and the FVA began a stimulation of the inhabitants to take part in consulting advice. Each park representative would stay for a week with the community in the park, focusing on the teachings of the park conservation goals. The theme of these sessions was to direct sustainable future of park capacity. In 2005, the park brought in advisors from the National Park of Serra do Divisor for more support. In 2003, 13 of the communities in the park participated in a collaborative meeting for consultative advice of the park at a Ribama base located outside of the national park. Overall, the inhabitants wanted to take part in this and be present in these moments of reform for the conservation of biodiversity. The major obstacles surmounted during the past decade of work was achieving an understanding in the inhabitants about the meaning of the park and its functions as a conservatory of biodiversity. National Park Jau hopes that its companions throughout the world managing other parks who have other inhabitants unaware of what the park is trying to achieve, they hope that they really think hard and try to implement a socio-ecological advice session for the inhabitants to build a relationship with the park staff while setting the goal to maintain a healthy state of biodiversity.